Welcome to Syndicate Tonight, episode 2. I am Spurge. Right over there is the General. General, you look different tonight.
How you figure that?
You don't have the glasses on, and it threw me for a loop at first.
Oh, yeah, I might have to go run and get those in a little bit.
You got the locks braid on though. The locks cover today though.
Oh yeah. We got to lay everything down. It's kind of fuzzy.
Is that what it is? Hey,
Yeah.
on tonight's show, we have your right guard offensive lineman, Jaylon Lewis, and his dad showing up. We were talking backstage, and Dad already said, if your man Jaylon, see, I don't think you got to worry, General, because Jaylon's pops already said that if Jaylon gets out of hand, he's smacking him on air. You okay with that?
What am I going to say? That's his son. I can't say anything about that. I'm going to say that. I'm not saying
you ain't going to say anything?
No.
So
that's all on him.
Before we go any further, before we bring Jaylon on, there was the press release that you announced today.
Yes.
Coach Coleman has stepped aside.
Yes, sir.
From his duties and has stepped down. I'm going to let you address that first before we bring Jaylon on. And you talk about the press release and all of that stuff that was released today.
Well, just basically, Coach Coleman has some family things going on that are more important than football. And we are a family here, so you have to put your family before anything. So we are supporting him from a rear. If he needs anything, I'm there for him. But we just need to take this time right now for everybody to pray for him and his family as they go through the situations that they're going through. And let's hopefully they make it through well and healthy so that next year we'll be able to see his face again.
And you can also send any of your thoughts and prayers that you want to over to the Syndicate's website or their Facebook page, and the great Heidi and the General will make sure that Coach Coleman gets them. You know, our thoughts and prayers to Coach Coleman and his family in this difficult time right now. So with that being said, we get the bad stuff out of the way, right? Well, the somber stuff. Let's just say that, right?
Somber.
And we bring on your offensive lineman, which is a very hard position to fill in football.
He's Jeremy's offensive lineman. That's what he's going to be protecting. I'm just going to be sitting in the sideline watching. So,
well, who's signing his paychecks, Jeremy or you?
Hey man, we ain't talking about who's signing everything, man. We just saying who's going to be protecting. Calm down, now. Always got to go there. No.
I'm just saying. All right. Would you like to introduce this young man and
nope.
Pops?
You know you got to. I'll give you that honor all the time.
Oh, man. Now I'm gonna do it.
You always got that honor.
All right. This is offensive lineman Jaylon Lewis and his dad. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you guys on Syndicate? Thank you for joining us on Syndicate tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us. How y'all doing? We're
good. We're doing good. Pops, you don't look too thrilled to be here.
I'm here. I'm ready.
You ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, you know what, Pops? Since you're ready, because I've done this before. I interviewed a kid named Miles McVeigh that played out in East St. Louis. He went to Alabama, all of that stuff. Then he went to North Carolina, and now he is with Mississippi State.
Okay.
Dad,
that's 30 minutes from me.
Oh, there you go. Dad, when did you know that your little boy, he's probably not a little boy anymore. He's probably a very big, grown man. But when did you know your kid had it? Or when did you start seeing something about it in your son?
When he was 6 years old. He was playing Little League. I was actually coaching him. And he he was the youngest person in Columbus that played tackle football. And a kid from Grenada, Mississippi ran him over. I'm talking about, almost took his head off bad. Talking about, I'm like, seriously, like, boom. Then he jumped up, they run out, you all right? I said, man, I can't. I said, man, get up, man. He said, Daddy, I want to do this again. So that's why I knew I had something. Yeah. So ever since then, I'm talking about he was 6 years old, starting with the 7, 8-year-old, went on from there. So that's when I knew it.
The Spurs freeze?
Yeah, he froze, man.
I think he froze on us, man.
Straight snowman.
Ooh. Amanda gonna get him because
he must be up in he must be in Buffalo or something. He froze, man.
He up in St. Louis, man. He knows freezing out that way.
We know about that.
Yeah.
For real?
Oh yeah, he's up there in Central Methodist and Fayette, so we know all about that.
That's why I went to college down in Missouri.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was stationed out there, man, for like 4 years, man, in Fort Leonard Wood, man. I loved it out there personally.
Okay.
I love, man, especially the catfish pond that was down off of
fishing out there.
Talking about,
man. Yeah, I'm a country boy by heart. I'm from South Carolina, so
okay.
That thing. So, Pops, since to Spurs Geek, go ahead, tell us a little bit more about what this means for you, because I mean, a lot of times, a lot of shows don't show the parents.
Well, I literally just had a power surge in my entire studio where everything shut down on me.
Don't blame that, man. It's that cold weather out there.
No, that's seriously what just happened. My entire system just shut down on me. So, all right, go, Quincy. You took over. So, General, you went. Go on, and I'll listen, and I'll jump back in where I need to.
Yeah, so just tell us about what this opportunity means for you and your son, man, and how is this affecting you guys and what it means to you? Because we don't usually hear from the parents. We always hear from the individuals and the players and whatnot, but we never hear from the parents. And you're the first parent that's been able to come on the show. So, tell us what this means for you.
I mean, to me, it meant a lot to me because every time I tell him since 6 years old, I tell Jaylon, I'm probably the biggest critic of all time. Like when he was coming up, I wasn't watching no highlights, man. I need to watch when you made mistakes. Hey man, hey boy, you messed up here. I ain't worried about this block, that block. Hey, you did a good block, but the mistake capitalized. But I give him credit not because he's my son, but he paid attention to every detail I told him, man. If I tell Jay do this, don't do that, he went along with it, And so to me, that make a big difference. Like everybody knows me for basketball, but football my first love, and for him to take that on and live the dream that I love football, that meant a lot to me personally, and for him to stay at it and continue to work hard, breathe football, he's a Baltimore Ravens fan, I forgive him for that, but my thing is that he steadily stay hard and just, do what I tell him to do, and, so that means a lot to me.
You're not a Cowboys fan, are you?
And I'm gone right now.
Whoa, hold on, Pops. Whose fan are you of?
The worst. I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, then you right there. That's me. We good.
Okay, we good. Yeah. You said Cowboys. Come on, man.
I mean, I give the Raiders grace, even though but as long as you're not a Cowboys fan, as long as you're not a Cowboys fan, we can't.
Never. That'll never happen.
Oh no, y'all finna get that coach.
No, never that. I'm good. Yeah, that ain't. I play about a lot of things, but a Cowboys fan, that like, oh my God, no, man.
Oh, see, the league owner gonna love you too. He's a Steelers fan too, man.
That's a smart man. That's a smart man. Really smart.
So when we make it to the championship game, in July, and if the owner and his team make it to the championship game too, we're gonna make him take us up to Pittsburgh and let us go meet Art and everybody. Let us show us little connections and everything we got.
Yeah, my bag already packed. So you ready? I'm ready.
All right. Here, Pops and Jaylon, I want to ask you this question. This is from Amanda over at the A team. She says, Jaylon, and Pops, I want to ask you, and then Jaylon, I want you to answer after Pops. So, Pops, what would you say to all the young boys out there who want to play football? Like how you coached your son, and what would you do? What would you tell them to do to give back to the community?
Me, first of all, I tell them, continue to put God first. That's out front, you know what I'm saying? And be coachable. A lot of kids come on, they're not coachable. We tell them these things. I've been coaching Little League from all kinds of Little League to high school. I've been coaching over 20-some years already, but be coachable. And my thing, learn how to accept criticism, constructive criticism, and just go to the details, a lot of kids now, you say something to them, they already got an answer for you already, well, I know this, you don't know this, you ain't never been through what went on, So just listen and pay attention to coach. If you're not coachable, I can have a conversation with you, you know. Coach will listen to your parents, your coaches, your parents, you know, and put God first. And my thing, and I from the ceiling go high, and I give Jaylon credit. You know, Jaylon work out, listen, go to church, you know. I mean, hey, he do it all, you know. He's gonna eat up the refrigerator, but other than that, though, I mean, everything's good.
All right, Jaylon, I'll repeat the question. Jaylon, what would you say to all the young boys out there who want to play football like you? And what would you like to do to give back to the community? Since that's a big thing with the Syndicate and the Continental Football League.
Okay, I would say keep God first, and everything else after to work itself out. Like don't be afraid to go out and get something on your own. Be slow to speak, quick to listen. Like go to people that have done it before you and go learn from them. You know, they won't say nothing to harm you. And just remember, people have done it before you. So, and giving back to the community, go. If you're in the position I'm in, if somebody wants to get to your spot in the future, go to that kid, go to the little person, give them some words of encouragement. You know, they want to get to where you're going. And so, yeah.
See, I love that. Quincy, here's what I'm loving. The young men that you're bringing into this. You're bringing in very good young men. Pops, what does it mean to you that you have an owner like Quincy, like the general here, that's going to be looking after your son? Because to be playing football, what does it mean to you as a parent to know that you have somebody who's out there that's going to take care of your son and wants the best for your son?
Well, I mean, I can just sit. I'm not, when he go off, I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? He's down at Quincy tonight like a family, right? And so it's like, I can sleep good at night. I'm not worried about it here. I think, me personally, if he do something wrong or say something, hey, Quincy, hey, man, and people are like, hey, man, hey, what you doing, man? Let me pull you aside and talk to you, you know? So at least worry on me, you know? And then we got a Quincy and another Quincy. His name Quincy too, middle name Quincy too. So now we got two Quincy's. So we good. But I know I can just Quincy talking and be like, hey, Jaylon, hey, man, hey, let me call you Pops, man. Even though he's a young man, Quincy, I call you Pops, man. And hey, look, hey, tighten up, man. And I'm good with that, you know? And I think Quincy's going to show him certain things that I probably told him. And Quincy probably going to repeat some of the things. So I'm good. So he's like, oh, well, my dad said the same thing. He ain't gonna tell me that though. But he's like, you know, I mean, let's be honest about it.
Dude,
like,
they never do.
They never
do.
There
never.
you go. So that's why I'm good with it.
My son does the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Now, Jaylon, to know that you have another guy that's going to be kind of taking that dad spot where dad's not there. And, you know, you're going to be dealing with a guy who was a former master sergeant in the Army, in the military, right?
Yes,
I mean, it seems like dad was a no-nonsense guy. Now you're going to the general over here who seems like a no-nonsense guy. Like, what's going through your mind going, oh, man, I had Pops, now I got the general. Like, what's going through your mind to know that this guy's going to be sitting here taking care of you?
I mean, it kind of gives me, like a sense of relief. That's one of like the main reasons, I signed to this, because this team, like, it really showed that it's like a brotherhood and it's like a real family. And to know that, like, I mean, I got a father here, but going down there, knowing I have like a father figure waiting on me there, it really just gives me like, relief and hope, that I'm gonna be well taken care of.
See, this is what I love about this is that what Quincy is doing is he's building something down there with the Syndicate and all of that. And that's what I like about the Continental Football League. Now, Dad, you're a little older. I don't want you to give your complete age away, right?
Okay.
But do you remember the original Continental Football League?
That was back when it was Baltimore, Tennessee, yeah.
And what do you think about this new radiation of the Continental Football League? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I actually like it. And the reason I like it because kids are, and here's my thing, and I've been reading my thing. Y'all are preparing kids, maybe, and I say kids, I'm old, it is what it is. But preparing kids to hope they go to that next level or they go even farther, And not only that, it's reminded me so much of JUCO football in Mississippi. Everybody hungry. Should have went D1, but everybody hungry and want to show what they can and can't do, And so it's like this league here to see everybody, like the manager, everybody like, hey man, I want to uplift the kid. I want you to go. A lot of people want you to stay here, but to build a kid up or and show them, hey man, we pushing you to go higher. Leave us, go do something higher. So I love it, and I can't wait for it.
Now, Jaylon, your thoughts on it, because this is a new league. You're here. You're going to get to play in it. You're going to be one of the first members of the Texas Syndicate. What does that mean to you that the general here is signing you as a player? What does that mean to you as a player?
Oh, it means everything. Like, I'm excited because, I mean, just to be one of the first ones coming back to this league is, like, real major for me because a bunch of dogs is coming here and everybody is, you know, gunning to be the top team and the top player. And that just means a lot. Like, I'm excited. I'm ready to get to work.
Quincy, the one thing I've noticed is you got a lot of these young men who are willing to run through a wall for you.
Why not? Hey, I'm running through walls right now to make sure they have what they can have. So I need some people that going to be on that field that's going to do what they need to do. Hey, so you got to find people with the same mentality, man. Got to find people with the same mentality.
That is true. All right, Dad, let me ask you this because I had a power surge that literally shut me out. So I want to go back to the first question I asked you. You said it was 6 years old when you noticed that he had something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When did it get to the point where you were like, okay, son, I've coached you as far as I can? And when did you start putting him in like other stuff to help elevate his game to where it is today?
10-year-old, I said, Jaylon, I coached him at 10. So here's my thing. When I coached him, I stopped coaching him on the field. I coached him at home. When you get off the sideline, get sit in the stand, well, never sit in the stand, but on the sideline, don't tell him what's what. I can see where make mistakes at. And so I started doing this in a lot of camps here and there. And so he went from there. And he's like, okay, Dad, it wasn't he never was a problem kid, you know. And I got a lot of kids right now still playing today that played under me, though. But with him, I said, Jaylon, you know, you do what I tell you to do, you're gonna laugh at the kid. And he so far, I mean, I'm blessed. You know, he did everything I asked him to do. So right now, he just continue to go higher. And on that, I always told one thing: education at first. So for him to get his degree and still play football, you know, that mean a whole lot to me. You know, and like I told him, I said, Jaylon, I told him, look, man, offensive linemen can't be dumb. They gotta be smart. You're a dumb offensive lineman, it's over with. So you can't be offensive lineman. You gotta be smart for offensive line. So. And when they turned 10, I started doing different things with them.
See, I love that. All right, here's another question we have right here. Jaylon, I have to ask you. You could have one tool in your toolbox to help you feel more at home when you get to Texas. What would it be? Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
That's a real good one.
The good food. That's what I'm looking for. The good old barbecue.
You can't put food in two boxes, man. That's oh my God.
Wait, what was it again?
I'm looking forward to that good old food.
He said in a toolbox. What food?
Get him, Dad. Get him, Dad. Jaylon, I have a feeling Dad's about ready to smack you. Jaylon, we're not talking about food, bro. We're not talking about food. We're talking about a tool that you would use.
Hey, we're working on getting you the good food, though. Don't worry about it. We're gonna try. I mean, Texas barbecue isn't like down south barbecue, but you know, we're gonna try to make sure you get some of it. You know what I'm saying? I might smoke the ribs and bring them up to y'all too, but we should make sure to see how it goes.
Say vice grip to lock in on who was trying to like say vice grip or something like that, you know. But now you go and start over. Ask me a question.
All right, Jaylon, you want to start over? Jaylon, you want to start over again?
Yes, sir. We can start over.
Okay. Jaylon, if you had one tool, not food, if you had one tool to help you feel more at home when you get to Texas, what would it be?
The hammer. You can get a lot accomplished with the hammer. You know, you can apply that to what you need when you get down there. You can apply that to the football field. You know, you gotta hit hard like the hammer.
Dad, Pops. Dad, you gotta like that question.
I guess I'll take the strip club. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't.
Dad, you gotta like that question. The hammer? The hammer, Dad? You gotta like that one.
You gotta be the hammer.
That do not sound.
You gotta
good.
bring the fight to him. To the clear.
That's your story. How you want to tell it?
So I have to ask you guys about the mental health thing and the importance of that, right? And I know that the general is down there and he's working with some groups down there for the mental health stuff and all of that. For you guys, what'd you point at me for? That's one of the things that you're doing down there, which is a great thing.
I'm saying, no, we have him already.
Okay.
We have a guy, a mental health group out of Alabama, that will provide the guys 30 minutes of training every week, which will be mandatory, to help them out.
No.
Yeah. So we signed a contract with them this week. Say that so the guys will have a mental health coach that they will be able to see every week and more if need be. So it's one of the things we wanted to make sure that was put out there right now.
Okay, so Dad, with you hearing that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You hearing that, how important is that to you to know that this is something that the syndicate is going to provide for your son? Well, how important is that to you? Because to me, I think that would be important.
I like it because a lot of people deal with mental health, but are afraid to admit they deal with mental health, you know. And I've been around a lot of people that got mental health problems. They weren't afraid to admit it. They soon will admit it though. To have that they got to take it anyways and deal with it, that means a whole lot, you know. So I think I love it, you know.
And Jaylon, for you, is being a football player, because it can be very tough being a football player in this world with the mental health and stuff like that. For you, what does that mean that this is a service that he's going to provide for you guys?
That's very good to know, and that we have a mental health person we can speak to, because I mean, like for a person may have like a bad week of practice, you know, they may not have nobody to talk about that, you know, to somebody. Knowing that you got somebody that's going to be there listening to you, that's very helpful and glad to know that we have that.
Because see, I'll say this. I mean, I've had my issues with mental health in the past. So for me, mental health is a very, very serious issue. And I love that. I wish Quincy would have told me this before we did the interview that I'd known, because then I could have felt a little more prepared to share my story. But it's okay.
Man, I got a lot of stuff going on here, man. I can't remember everything. I'm absent-minded. I'm old. I got shot at. I'm shot out of an airplane, a helicopter, and everything else, man. Hey, give me a break.
All right, here. Somebody has a comment right here, and so Jenny says, the hammer, you got it. We're built on steel. I'll make sure it's in the toolbox when you get there with some. Dad, I took off the other part. I took off the barbecue part. We're not going to say the barbecue part, Dad. I took it off for you. Right? I got it. Now, Jaylon, you got a very exciting quarterback. And Dad, have you seen Jeremy Hunt? Have you went and watched some of Jeremy Hunt's tapes?
Jeremy showed me highlights and clips, so yeah. Okay,
so you guys have watched his stuff. He's a very exciting and dynamic player. Jaden, with you being an old lineman, and it's got to be one of the most frustrating things when your quarterback just takes off and you don't know where they're at, right? How are you already thinking and preparing yourself to block for this guy?
I would just plot to it like how I do any other quarterback. Like I just put in my mindset that's like, if I'm blocking somebody, I put in my mindset that's like my mom or that's my sister behind me. You know, I'm not gonna let nobody touch him, and so that's how I always move when I'm on the field.
Now, Dad, I saw the look. Well, how would you approach it?
Well, let me say this. Not knocking the other quarterback, but Jay was like, he went out worked out today. Like, Dad, I got to get snap quick. I got to move fast. He said, this quarterback move fast, go quick. So now I'm watching him getting down the line, getting up fast, quick, you know, and observing himself. So he's like, now he's planning a more up-tempo, fast pace, you know. So he's stepping up quick now. Now snap quick.
Right, yeah. Okay, so Jaylon, you're used to playing one way as an old lineman, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you might have to play more of an up-tempo beat. Mm-hmm. Now, my main question for both of you is the continental shift that's getting ready to happen. Mm-hmm. 3 quarters, it's regular football. That fourth quarter comes, it's something totally different. Mm-hmm. the defense lines up a yard off the ball. Your receivers can start running early, stuff like that. Have you been mentally preparing for yourself? And Dad, as a coach, well, we'll go with Jaylon first. Have you mentally been preparing yourself for this continental shift and been watching CFL tape?
Oh yes, sir. I've been studying since the day I signed. I was like, look, I know this is different from me, and so I mean, I'm just gonna adapt to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Now, Dad, as a coach,
Mhm.
you saw the rules of the continental shift, right?
Correct.
What is it that you has seen as a coach that said, okay, Jaylon, here's what you should do? Like, what is something that you've given him from watching the CFL? What is some of the pointers you've given him to implement it into his game for that fourth quarter?
Well, I ain't say what he should. That's what you gotta do. Now you gotta get this done. You gotta do it. Ain't no should ain't nothing. I say this is what you gotta do, because if not, I tell Jaden, get out the ball fast, come up quick, and his hand and his arm is so long. Use your arms a little bit more, extend your arms more, So my thing here, so that's why I'm telling him the whole time, get up quicker and realize what's going on. Because when the fourth quarter comes, you got to pull out, run hard. The third quarter gonna go thing, but come down the fourth quarter, you got to get done. Ain't no shoulda, you got to get done.
Quincy, I think you might have found another coach.
Yeah, we might have to bring him out here. The way my coach is getting snatched up left and right, plus man going. Yeah, we might have to bring him out here. To come out a little bit.
One more time, Yeah.
So Jaylon, a few weeks ago, I was meeting up with a lot of CFL scouts and a few NFL scouts and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the CFL scouts are worried about our players and their conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that 20-second clock ain't no joke. And a lot of times when they bring players up, they don't work out because they can't get in shape. How you gonna prove them wrong on that?
I know for a fact I'm going to go there like in top-notch shape. I run excessively. I go above and beyond. I try to work out when others aren't. So yeah, I'm gonna be ready.
Okay. Now I want to go back to something, because as I'm reading the comments, Jaylon, one of the things that the Continental Football doing is it's giving back to the community. Okay, and I know that the mental health thing is very important to you. And I know that Quincy is bringing that to the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what, is there going to be a certain group that you're going to get with, or are you going to help with the group that Quincy's already got on board to spread the message of mental health, or how would you get that out to other people?
Me personally, I would just the team that Mr. Quincy provide for us, get with them and expand from there. Learn from them and to go out in the community and just talk about it face to face. I feel like that's the biggest way to get like a message like that out.
And okay, again, but I know why it's important to me, right? And this show is about getting people to know the players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting them to fall in love with you guys, because that's what this Continental Football League is about. It's about the fans getting to know the players. Like for me, it was almost 15 years ago. I was standing with a handful of pills in my hand, getting ready to take them. And my 4-year-old son at the time, who is now 19, walked in and asked me, "Daddy, what are you doing?" And I went and got myself taken care of. So for you, why is it so important, the whole mental health thing? Why is it so important to you?
It's important to me because, once again, you don't know what's going on in the next person's mind. Not everybody have somebody to talk to about their problems. There's people taking our lives every single day, and a conversation with somebody might change that person's whole perspective about life and everything in general. And we have that, that's very blessed to have.
See, for me, it's, you don't know. I could just open a door for somebody and say, "Hey, have a nice day," and that could change the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, you shaking your head. Like, what does it mean to you that this is so important to your son at such a young age? Because, Jaylon, how old are you?
22.
Okay. Dad, at 22 years old, there ain't really a lot of kids that are really thinking about this. So what does it mean to you that this is important to him?
Well, I guess I've been around like what you just said, that there's been so many people that I had called. I use the sport platform to coach and mentor kids. Then older people are like, man, you don't know. I had somebody like really tell me, hey man, I'm about to do something myself today. But what I said to him and to her, they're like, this episode, like, man, I'm about to do something myself. But somebody's like, check. You never know. I always tell Jaylon, you never know on the next person's mindset. And what you said about that, I've been around a whole lot. So I tell them, hey man, look. And they told me certain things like, man, you saved me that day. You saved me. And to see these people, not gonna call their names out, what they're doing now in their life, it's amazing that a couple words I said to them, it mean a lot. But I've seen people like just lose their mind or do certain things, and like mental health is one of the biggest things that people right now, what's going on in the world, not getting all that though. Mental health is a whole lot. There's a whole lot of pressure. And to see this team right here, it focused on mental health, means a lot to me, and for Jaylon to actually come a part of this right here, that means a lot to me also. So I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, and again, I said this is Syndicate tonight. I am your Spurge. Right over there is the general. Right below us is offensive lineman Jaylon Lewis. Right underneath us, you see it right there, is the WeFunder.com/COFL Syndicate. You can go there and become an owner of this team. And if you don't want to do that here, I was just being so nice and scan that QR code because that'll take you right to their WeFunder to do it. And we are also brought to you by Drip Drop Energy Drink. It is the official energy drink of the Texas, or hydration drink. My bad. I don't want Heidi to get mad at me. Hydration drink of the Texas Syndicate. See, I'm going to go back to the mental health thing. Because I work for special school district here in St. Louis, where I drive a special school district bus for kids with special needs, right? And I see it all the time. And to see when these little kids get on the bus and I say a hi, and then they slowly start to open up to me, and it really means a lot to me, and they brighten my day up. So, and Dad, you were saying, in this day and age, with everything that's going on, the craziness in the world, it's important. Now, Jaylon, with that being on football, right? That being on the football, you have to be mentally tough.
Literally, yes, sir.
To play. Dad's shaking his head. You have to be mentally tough to do this. If there's somebody out there right now that you can get to that's watching our show, that's going through a mental health issue right now, where it's just anything there is, what would you say to them right now?
Pray to God. Jesus Christ will get you out of the deepest holes you never think of. Like, it was times where I didn't think I was going to make it through certain situations. I pray to God. Jesus, he's always a listening ear, and he will get you up out of that hole.
I see. Quincy, I love that.
Amen.
Dad, how do you feel that what they're building down there? Because I've interviewed a lot of these guys from Quincy, and your kid fits the mold, just like everything that Quincy is building down there with this Syndicate. So, what does it mean to you that Quincy, the Syndicate, they saw your son and said, we're going to take a shot on this guy. We're going to take a shot on this kid. What goes through your head knowing that they're going to take a shot on your son?
I love it. And here's my thing with that. Jaylon, the whole time, they can do that. Every time he goes somewhere, he's always proving people wrong. So for them, here's my thing. I'm gonna say this though: you're gonna get a good kid. First of all, if not, call me. I promise I will fly down there. Call me. Look, so what I'm saying, that part no problem, but he's very coachable. You get what I'm saying? And so for them to take a shot on him meant a lot to me, And so I'm just being honest. I love it, So yeah.
Jaylon, you heard that right here on this show.
Yes, sir.
That Dad said, if you ain't coachable, call him and he's coming down there. So you know what that means, right?
Yes,
you know what
sir.
that means?
Yes, sir.
That means
hear
you
a lot
can be
of stories.
coachable.
Yes, sir. You ain't got to worry about that. I will.
So, like, you played in the schools and all that. Now you're going to get to play professionally,
Yes, sir.
right? You're going to be away from home because I'm assuming from what Dad said when I said Miles was in Mississippi, I'm assuming you're in Mississippi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're going from Mississippi over to Texas. But we know that you're bringing a hammer in your toolbox.
Yes, sir.
Right, Dad? We know he's bringing a hammer.
Yeah.
Right?
About the hammer. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jaylon, what's it going to be like for you? Because it seems like you and your dad have a very close relationship.
Yes, sir.
Now you're taking this whole other step to become a professional. What has Dad been telling you? Like how to act, what to do, like what's the advice that Dad's been giving you? Because Dad's not going to be there for right now. So, like, what is it that he's been doing and telling you?
He was telling me, like, obviously, be decent, be respectful, be quick to listen and slow to speak. And just remember, like, you're representing not only yourself, your family, and where you come from. And you got to be mentally tough. You got to be coachable. And because, like, I not take what my dad's saying, I really take it to heart because somebody who has practically done the same thing. Like, my dad has played all across the world. And so everything he says, I really take it to heart.
Dad, now knowing that you've raised this young man, and he seems a very first time I meet him, he's a very respectful young man. I mean, he keeps calling me sir. I mean, I do have kids as old as him. I have 3 of them as old as him. So, Dad, as a father, and you've watched him grow up, and now he's getting his opportunity, and just to hear what he said about the things that you've instilled in him, what you've said to him. As a father, what does that mean to you to know, or is he better do what you just told him to do?
Well, all that, all that. But it meant a lot to me because him being my first child, he actually listened to do other Jaylon, do this, don't do that. I might make a mistake down the line, not like my father, my dad, out there after I graduated out of high school, but I could just have a father in your corner mean a whole lot, Don't make, I did a lot of things just out there, hey man, made mistakes on certain things and, not knowing what's what. They had nobody come to fall on and tell me what's what. For him to like, Jay, don't do that. He's like, okay, Dad, I'm not gonna do that. He did what I tell him to do. So to me, that mean a whole lot. You actually listen to me, And so it mean a lot to me, Do what I say,
And how many 22-year-olds and young men growing up really listen to their dads?
Probably none. I mean, it's very few. It's some out there, but it's very few in the day and age. Let's be honest about it. Right now, we have the kids do something or say something to them. Before you say go, then already get answered. They already know what we know. Y'all know these. I call them Google babies. These Google babies. They Google everything. They don't know.
Look, I definitely call them Google babies. I mean, I have a 19-year-old. It's his first year at community college, and he's studying to do pre-law. And he knows everything. And I'm like, kid, you don't know everything yet until life smacks you in the face.
Right.
So, Jaylon, you haven't had life smack you in the face. You've had a football life smack you in the face, right?
Yes, sir.
But what are you going to do when that first time life smacks you in the face for real? Like, what is your approach that you're going to use? Because I can kind of tell you what your dad's approach would be. Yes, but I want to hear what your approach is first.
My approach to, like, when life smacks me in the face is, like, don't be lazy. Like, you got to be, like, always keep that. I've been told all the time, keep a student mentality. Like, you got to be hungry. And don't ever sit around, because, like, go out and get something going for you. So don't sit around waiting for nothing to be handed to you. Don't be looking for a handout. Go out and get it. And so, yeah.
Now, Dad, your approach is probably like mine because I think we're probably closer in age. I'm 50.
Mhm.
Right?
I'm
You up there?
like,
You up there?
I'm knocking your door. Knocking your
Right.
door.
You up there?
So, Dad, your approach is life smacks me in the face. I'm getting off my ass. I'm pulling up my bootstraps, and I'm just going to keep going forward.
Yeah, you got to get up, man, and you need motivation. You better get up. You know, get up, and you need motivation. Get up, man. No, you can't. Because my thing, if you sitting down, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry. You better get your butt up and come on with it. You need motivation. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh, okay. The general's back. He had to step away for a minute. I tell my kids that all the time. They'd be like, "Oh, I can't do it, Dad. I can't do it." And I'm like, guess what? When you get out those doors, guess what? Life ain't stopping. Get up and do it, right?
Yep.
All right, Jaylon. This is Tech Syndicate tonight. I am Spurge. That is the general right over there. Right below us is the offensive lineman, Jaylon Lewis, and Dad. Well, I'm just going to start calling him Coach Dad. Quincy, I think we should have Coach Dad on at least once every 6 weeks just for his insights. What do you think? What do you think, Dad?
You're highly approval. You can do it.
I'm with it.
Because I would love to hear Dad's insights through this season of how the team's playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So, Dad, you're going to be, your kid's following in your footsteps, right?
Oh yeah.
But when you were doing it, there wasn't as many opportunities as there is now.
No. I came up. It was like they got YouTube, TikTok, all sorts of shit. I came up. It was black and white paper. Get it done. That was it.
But with all of the new leagues that are out there, Dad, to give people even more of an opportunity. Oh, here we go. Look, it says, yes, Coach Dad, I want to do a talk with him as a community growth and guest relation liaison. He is like my syndicate dad.
Cool.
There you go, Coach Dad.
But Dad, you've done this. Now your son's doing it, but it's in a different way. There was always that traditional way. Go to college, then go to the draft.
Right.
Hope you make it to the NFL, right?
Right.
Now there is, you go to college. Okay, if you get to the draft, great. If not, you have all of these other leagues, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of these other leagues, right? To you, how different is it now to think of all these different leagues from when you were playing till today, the opportunities that all these kids have? Like, how could you ever wrap your mind around that?
No, never. But my thing, like, all these leagues coming right now, it's like, man, look, you can go this league, like we came up, it's like you got the draft, maybe overseas, that's it. Now you got every league. You might make this league, but another league, you can bump yourself another league and get shown, and see what you got. And the thing about y'all league, I'm paying attention to it. He said, what, 36-man roster?
Yes.
And I heard somebody saying that you can go both ways. So I said, well, Jaylon, I said, dang, man. Boy, you a fan of the line, defense playing defense too. So and I try to train Jaylon to play everything on the line, all the line, empty line. So I like, man, look, learn this position, learn that position, And I said, you can't be Jeff Saturday. You got to be everybody else too. You got to learn every position in the line. Because somebody get hurt, you got to be able to go in. A lot of people get stuck in one lane, going straight. I watch kids right now play right tackle, can't go play left tackle. You can't put yourself in a box, and that's why I show the right line. The league gonna look at, okay, this kid can play most positions. That's gonna look good for him.
All right. Well, I never even thought of that. General, did you ever think of that?
Nah, he ain't saying nothing about him being able to play D on
Okay, Jaylon. This page is up. I mean, listen, yeah, you're an old lineman. How tall are you? And what are we sitting at right now?
6'2", 285.
6'2", how much?
285.
Now, Quincy, you remember we were somewhere, 2 weeks ago?
About 2 weeks ago now.
And they said the one thing that a lot of these scouts are wanting that they're looking for is bullfrog defensive tackles,
Yep.
shorter tackles
That can run.
that can run. Dad, with you saying that and that continental shift, could you see Jaylon and you could maybe say, hey, you're going to start working on that defensive side too?
Yeah. I mean, you got to. I can see it. Like I told him, you got to go outside the box, you know. You got to.
Look at him go. Well, look at him, Dad. He's ear to ear, smiling, ear to ear.
You got to.
Jaylon, have you ever thought about that? Because of the way this league is totally different.
I've definitely thought about it. You know, I'm excited. Hey, I'm whatever the team needs me to be. Whether I'll be a D tackle, right guard, I'll even be quarterback, you know, if coach want me to. You know, I'll do it all.
Whoa.
Don't say it. I might try it.
Oh, here we go. I think hey, General, I think you got Dad's approval.
Yeah, try it. and I said, Jaylon, and I got my daughter, she's in college playing too. I said, y'all gotta learn how to play multiple positions. And my daughter right now, she's in college playing 3 sports right now. So she's doing her thing in college playing 3 sports, you know. So I say, I play basketball. I play one guy, I play point guard, 2 guard, small 4, power 4, and center 2, you know. So you gotta be able to play multiple positions. And so at the day, you can't put yourself in a box, you know. So yeah,
that's one thing I definitely took into college. Like knowing what he's always telling me, know every single position, how to play it, and you know everybody what everybody's supposed to do on that play. So you know, no matter what the coach needs somebody to go fill in this position. Okay, Jaylon, he knows what to do. You know, just put him on there.
Well,
General, I hope your interim head coach is listening to this right now.
if he's not Trey,
I hope they are listening to this. Oh, hey, Jaylon. So look, the owner of the San Antonio Toros has popped in. He said, "How is the second place in the South Division do? Is there anything you would like to say to Mr. Joshua here, the owner of the St. Louis Toros? Before you say it, though, General, does he have immunity to say something? Does he have immunity to say something?
Yeah, he can say what he got to say.
All right, Jaylon, what do you want to say to the owner? Because I'm sure Dad would love to talk some smack.
Hey, say what you got to say. I got your back. You can't do nothing to you.
Mr. Owner, we ain't got too much to say. I mean, ain't nothing to it but to like that.
No, Dad, take over for him. Dad, show him how to talk trash.
Well, we know
Show him how to talk trash, Dad.
Ain't nothing to do it but to do it. Like we know what we got to do. We know where we're going. You know. Now you on the other hand,
from Pittsburgh?
no. Talking about our rivals.
We're not with the rival. We in second.
We most definitely not second. If anything, they are.
Hold on, time out. Hey, man, you got to know how to talk trash.
No, that ain't second. What you mean?
Got to talk trash. At least to them. I mean, we can be nice and politically correct to everybody else, but when the Toros come on, hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got free game.
Go on, Dad.
They number second. They call us second. We most definitely not the second.
How y'all second? I mean, the season started. Ain't been second. No, it's over with. Yeah, ain't no second going on. No, you gotta learn to talk. No, all that smiling, Jay. You gotta baby. Ain't no second.
Look, we ain't worry about it. We know what happens when that was blown.
Yeah, you gotta start, man, please.
So here we go. We have a young man says here he was a teammate of yours at Northeast Mississippi Community College. He said he can vouch for you. Dude is extremely hardworking and always is putting in the work behind the scenes. And again, Quincy, I think we were somewhere just a few weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of these scouts were saying is the number one thing is the work you're putting behind the scenes.
Yep.
That the players are putting behind the scenes. Dad, was that something like what was it that you instilled in Jaylon behind the scenes when it came to playing football, to saying if you want to make it, This is what you have to do behind the scenes, just not in front of, on the scene, but behind the scenes.
I used to tell him, you got to do something different. I said, Jaylon, to be better and to step with everybody, you got to do something different. He used to I used to leave work by 6:30 in the morning, right? And I said, Jaylon, get up, man. Get up, man. I said, make it about the bed. And one day I just snatched the cup, make it about the bed, go to work out. Because I said, Jaylon, you got to realize, he keep up 6:30. He going to work 6:30 in the morning. The other kid can be in the bed. They ain't going to make it. You talking about 6:30 in the morning? I go back to 5:30 in the morning up working out. I said, if you lay in this bed, somebody getting ahead of you. I said, that's like you going from somebody else's house, somebody coming out eating your food. That ain't happening in my house. I'm eating my own food, you know. I said, you got to get up and go eat your own food. So get your butt up and go to work. And ever since then, he been getting up. I'm up. Dad, I'm like, I'm going to work out. You know, I said, you got to be above the rest, man. You can't.
Jaylon, with your dad instilling that in you, right?
Yes, sir.
What are the benefits that you've seen that you're going to do behind the scenes in the locker room? Because you need team leaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback can't always be the team leader, right?
Exactly.
You got to have an offensive line team leader. You got to have a defensive time leader. Is that the kind of stuff? If you see somebody slacking, like, is it that mentality that your dad instilled in you? How are you going to bring that to a locker room full of guys that you've never even met?
Oh, like I just know the type of person I am. Like I've always been had like a leader mentality. I'm always if I see somebody slacking, like I feel responsible for telling that person, hey, because they'll be quicker to listen. I mean, I've been around a lot, but I realize people are quicker to listen to like one of their teammates rather than listen to their coach. You know, so if I see somebody slacking, hey, you know what I'm saying, get right. It ain't your day today, but we're gonna go out here and work and make it your day tomorrow.
See, Quincy, this is what I mean. Look, I'm getting goosebumps because Pops here reminds me of my dad when I was a kid. And I wish I would have listened to him a little more as a child, but I didn't. I was an idiot. It gives me goosebumps that this is the kind of mentality and the kind of players and mental strength that you're bringing to this team. And I'm very excited to see it. And what does it matter if I'm in St. Louis, Mr. John? If you'd like to reach out to me, you can. Right, Quincy? He can reach out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is about growing the Continental Football League. And again, right up there, that's the WeFunder right there. You scan it, you become an owner of the Texas Syndicate. Dad, that's a question I got because we got to play Quincy's interview that he did with the girls from over the A team talking about the Syndicate and all of that stuff. Dad, what does it mean to you? No, the San Antonio Toros. What does it mean to you knowing that you can be an owner of your son? So then if your son really does mess up, you can really go put the smack on him.
So basically, he got to do what I say do. I mean, all the time. I'm helping out his pay.
If you get on the WeFund and sign up and you know do your investment, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to do that. Yes. Oh yeah. That makes perfect. I did. That mean, hey man, look here. I'm still, man. You can get fired. Yeah, you can get fired, dude. Yeah, you probably, hey man,
It will be the first time you probably from your company.
yeah, you might, man. Boy, this guy right here. Yes, I love it. I was thinking about that part. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I'm gonna let you know.
yeah, and I know more than anybody what you can and can't do. You can't say you can't do it. I done seen what you can and can't do. Okay, so guess what? You can do it. Okay, yeah. Oh, I love it.
So,
Jaylon, should I take off that QR code up there at the top?
You took it off
Leave it up there.
Hey, listen, I'm leaving it up there. Dad said leave it up there.
Your phone dead anyway, ain't it?
I can scan it anyway.
Dad, I'll have Quincy send it to you.
Yes, directly.
Right.
You got stuff to worry about. You
I'm
good?
good. No, I'm not good. Yeah, you gonna type, man.
Like, you got his schedule already. You don't need
No,
that.
you good.
This is a distraction.
This straight Shark Tank.
I love that he said the best line of the night. Oh, that means you're fired if you don't play good.
There you go.
Best line of the night. The best line of the night.
Oh.
All right. Jaylon, tell people where they can find you on all of your social medias and all of that good stuff.
You can follow me on X at Jaylon Lewis 5. You can follow me on Facebook at Jaylon Lewis and Instagram at It's King Jaylon 56. ITSSKINGJAYLON 56.
Pops, are you on any of that stuff, or are you just like, nope?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Dad's like, nope, I'm good. Now, Jaylon, you might want to start now, instead of calling him Dad, you might want to call him Mr. Owner, because it sounds like he's going to be an owner. Not just your dad, but your boss.
There you go.
Coach Boss.
There you go. Pink slip. Pink slip.
Pink slip. Means you can't be going to getting the barbecue now, Jaylon, because you'll get the pink slip.
I know. I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Right here. You better be up at the 5 a.m., right, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You better be up at 5 a.m., stretching, going to the gym, all of that stuff. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Jaylon, no offense to you, but we might have to have Pop on.
Man, you know what? He gonna strive. I can see him doing it.
No, Jaylon, we're also going to do a segment throughout the year, Player of the Week. So there's a very good chance you could come on. And plus, it's a long season, so there's more than likely a chance for you to be back on this show. So don't worry about it. But I think Pops is going to be like a regular rotating person every 6 weeks. What do you think, General?
I think we can do that. Maybe a little bit sooner. You know, he might be a special guest to help us host with a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, might be surprised when I can come on. You know what I'm saying? We see if we work it out.
Jaylon, did you think that was going to happen to you? You bring your dad on thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get it," and then Dad just.
I knew once I got him started, he was gonna take off. I know my dad, boy.
I love it, gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us here on Syndicate tonight. Jaylon, no, man, this is your guys' show. You have the open door. Best of luck to you in your journey with the Syndicate. I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And Dad, I'm looking forward to meeting you so we can talk and jaw jack the players when they're actually not doing their job.
Oh, I will be there.
Front and center. He ain't gonna miss the game.
I'll be there.
I love it. All right, gentlemen, you guys have a great evening.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
Y'all be good.
Yep. Quincy, I think we found our one of our newest stars.
Hey man, that Pops was good. He worse than me.
He was. I mean, Quincy, I have to say this. What you're building down there and what you're putting into this and the people that you're getting, they are building into your vision that you have for your team. And then that's the one thing that I like. Now, Quincy, we got 5 minutes left, right? And so last week, or 2 weeks ago, we were at the College Gridiron Showcase,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And you sat down with the girls from over at the A team,
Phenomenal.
who have been a big supporter of the Syndicate, COFL, all of that stuff, right? And before we play the interview, right, we just got to give a thanks. You could go to the WeFunder. As you see it, it's right there. I'll put the scroll up right there, wefunder.com/COFL Syndicate. Scan that QR code. It gives you the opportunity to become an owner in this team. You can go to their Facebook page right there and make sure you go to Drip Drop, the official hydration partner of the Texas Syndicate. Now, Quincy, do you want to lead up to this or anything about this interview before I put it on?
Hey, I did an interview with a phenomenal group that turned me down on being the host of this show because they had so much stuff going on, and they did a wonderful job at the CGS. So I want to thank Amanda and Amber for just being the phenomenal group that they are, and much respect and much love for the things they were able to accomplish last week. Well, 2 weeks ago, man. And
all right, here is Quincy's interview with the A team. All right, now, of course, I'm trying to get it to play. I am having nothing but problems with this thing today. It's unbelievable, man.
Cold weather, man.
No, dude, you want to talk about cold, bro? It has been so freaking cold here today. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Not even funny. Like, I'm even having lagging issues. I had a power surge because it was so freaking cold. So freaking cold. So here's what we'll do, Quincy. So here's what I'll do is I'll go get the interview from the girls' page and we'll post it up on their page. Or if you want to play it next week, we can. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. I don't know why my computer is acting funny. Let me try one more thing. Hold on. See the joys of doing this live, right? Right?
They get to see everything.
Well, I mean, look, I can really make it work, can't I? Really well. So, oh, here we go. I got it. Ha ha. Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
Here it is, your interview with the girls over at the A team right now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the A Team. I am Amber. As always, I got my wonderful co-host, Amanda. Hi. And tonight we've got Texas Syndicate coach and huge advocate for this event, Mr. Quincy Workman. Thank you for joining us today, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. We are really ecstatic to see so many different options as well as players here. What are you looking for when you're scouting?
Well, for me, I'm just looking at players that might be a little bit overlooked. That's really about it. I'm just trying to give these guys opportunities, talk to them, figure out what they got going on, where they're looking at, where they feel their place should be, and just make sure they let them know that they have another avenue if these things right here don't work out for them first.
Wonderful. And tell us a little bit about the COFL.
So we are a newly formed minor league professional organization that will be kicking off this spring. We are gearing ourselves to be a true G League minor league system for the NFL and the CFL.
Wonderful, wonderful. What is it that you're looking for in a player that you want on your team?
Hunger.
Hunger.
I want somebody that's hungry. You know, we're
Hear that, guys?
looking for players that, you know, got a little chip on the shoulder that, like I said, might have been overlooked this year, last year, or the year before. Or might have got injured and, you know, some other teams might have written them off and you now healed up and come look for us in our organization and our league. We'll put you guys in the right position, you know, make some scouts with you guys.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how many people are able to reach out to you in regards to this? Family members, parents, players, other coaches?
Everybody.
Anyone and everyone.
Anybody and everybody. We're a very friendly organization and league. I mean, you can find all of our contacts on our social medias. All of the ownership groups are pretty laid back and down to earth, all the coaching staff. So anybody can contact us. I've had a grandmother call me and say her grandson is the best thing since sliced bread. And I just told her, hey, just tell him to send us his film. We'll look at it. We'll evaluate it. We'll give them a true evaluation of what we see. Even if they're not a fit for us or if we're filled in that position, all the ownership groups are tight knit and we just pass players along because we just all want to make sure players have a place to play.
Wonderful.
Quincy, tell us, you know, we do our podcast show. You've been on other podcast shows. What does podcasts like this do for you? How does it help you with where you're wanting to be?
Well, honestly,
Did I throw you for a loop? Did I?
not totally for a loop, but you know, I'm trying to wean myself off of podcasts. But every time I see them, I go somewhere, somebody want me on. You know, I'm trying to go behind the scenes like a lot of other people. But now it helps provide exposure for our league, and that's the one thing we're really trying to do, just to let more and more people know that we're out there and we're a viable option. We're not going to be a fly by night. We're actually going to take our time to grow everything right, make sure everything is deeply rooted, and make sure we have a place for these guys to play for the long term.
Wonderful. And what are some of the social media tags that people can utilize to find you?
So we are COFL Syndicate on all media platforms. If you're looking for the league itself, it's COFL Football. And yeah, I'm not gonna put the other teams logos out there. Yeah, I gotta go find them on their own. I can't do that for them.
Yeah, sorry
They're gonna
guys.
help the other teams out. No, I gotta take care of that. But they can reach out
They
to
can
us.
reach out to us at the
Mhm.
A Team, and we want to thank you so much, Quincy, for taking the time to stop by. I know you're going to be super busy with all of these athletes, and we look forward to seeing what you got to offer, what the Texas Syndicate's going to bring to football.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. Until next time, y'all, we will see you again here on the A Team soon. I'm Amanda.
I'm Amber.
And got Quincy. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Now, Quincy, what does it mean to you is that, well, now you have your own podcast. We kind of copied off the great Matt Sakis, right?
We did. Hey, guess what?
What?
I look just like my mama in the interview. Dude, I've been looking like my daddy for like years until I just now realized I look just like my mama in the interview.
Now you look like your mom?
Yes.
But Quincy, and here we have the Toros fan page, and all of that stuff. But you have all of this alternative media, and you guys are kind of like the alternative. You were the fan-friendly, fan-first league, right?
Correct.
So what does it mean that you're starting to get more and more of these shows like this, the X-Fan show, the A-Team, the stuff that the Toros are doing down there with their San Antonio snap count, what Manny's doing up there with the Forge and the Ironman? What does it mean to this league is that this is the main way a lot of the news is getting out there?
Well, it means that we have a opportunity to reach more and more people. As long as the more we get out there, the more people are going to see us, the more chances somebody might share their friend's page or whatnot. And that's important because unlike the NFL and the CFL and the UFL or XFL or whichever one you want to be called by today, we're just trying to show everybody that we're here and that we're real, and we want to earn their and confidence. So by getting on these shows and more people want to follow us and giving us the opportunity, it's just giving us more and more opportunities to prove everybody what we're about.
And see, and that's what I love. Like right here, the Toros fan page said that we reposted this stream, so we thank you for reposting this stream of Syndicate tonight. Quincy, before we go, I know you guys just did the MLK walk.
Yes.
Down there with you, and with it being today, it being MLK Day. I know that Martin Luther, Dr. King meant a lot to me. I did papers on him as a kid. He had said it that if we cannot discuss things and let it divide us, then we cannot move on as brothers and stuff like that. What did it mean for you as the owner of the Syndicate to participate in that walk last weekend that you had? And then now we're going to talk about it on MLK Day. What did it mean to you that your team and a lot of your players showed up to participate in that?
Well, our players unfortunately couldn't make it. One worked, and one of them's car broke down on his way down.
Coaches.
But my coaches were there, and family members were with us, and it was very insightful and important to us just to see just to do that marching experience what everybody was going through back then, just for a little bit, and take that time out and be there with the community and walk through with everybody and enjoy the festivities at the end of the march that they had down in Round Rock, which was top notch. So we really appreciate them inviting us down, and we look forward to being there next year.
Well, it's funny because we were going to end it on that, but hey, Quincy, we do have something coming up here very soon, don't we?
Oh, we do. We do have a open tryout on February 28th in Round Rock, Texas. It should be on our page. We should have some flyers coming out. If not already, they'll be out tomorrow. Everybody to sign out. It'll be the last tryout for the Syndicate in person. But what you guys also need to know is that you're not just trying out for the syndicate when you come to these tryouts. We pass information along to all the teams. I just actually sent a player over to one of our teams in the North this morning that reached out to me. So once you talk to us, man, you're opening yourself up to everyone. So don't be shy. We do have a tryout, like I said, on the 28th of February. Flyers will be out on the page in Austin, Texas.
And we will be talking about it more on this show and stuff like that. And I do know this for a fact that if you follow the A team, or as they've changed their name to on their Facebook page, Women Talking Football, their show is still called the A Team, but their page is Women Talking Football. I know that my significant other, Amanda, sent you some footage of a player.
Yes.
So it ain't just that you're doing the tryouts. You could also reach out to shows like this and stuff like that. And those tapes will get passed on to Quincy. And, you know, Quincy, just let everybody know that if you send it on, you will watch the tapes.
I will watch. I will call you. I will let you know something. Trust me.
Right? So it ain't a lost cause. Am I right?
No, not a lost cause.
All right. With that being said, Quincy, we got anything else?
Not tonight. Might have something tomorrow.
Oh, is there a teaser tomorrow?
Might have something tomorrow. Early on.
Well, I know this. X-Fan Show is doing a special show tomorrow at 11 a.m. We got some later things in this week where we can't do it, so we're going to do a special show at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow to watch that show where we talk everything, all football and stuff like that.
I'm going to say something about 12 o'clock. Since y'all coming on at 11, I might say something like 12 or 1 o'clock.
Oh, you think so? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I might say it at 10.
No, there you go. All right, with that said, this is Syndicate Tonight. I am your host, Spurge, always joined by the General right over there. Quincy, tell people where they can find all the social media stuff, all of that good stuff.
Hey, at COFL Syndicate on all platforms. Again, at COL Syndicate on all platforms. And that's where we're at.
And we will see you guys next week.